Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from David Schwartz. In Trump's America, a 22-ounce soda is $4.29. I might as well get ahead of everyone else. Is David saying XRP the next stop $4.29? It can absolutely happen. I'm expecting a new all-time high by the end of February. Honestly, I thought it was going to happen in January, but it seems like this cycle keeps getting extended by a few weeks here and there, with things that are going on in the real world. But alt season is definitely coming. This comes from Uphold. If you love XRP, you're bound to love RLUSD. RLUSD is part of Uphold Rewards, meaning you can earn on the stablecoin built by Ripple, earn 5% on RLUSD, and get rewarded monthly. A lot of people thought these would be yearly rewards, but it looks like you can earn 5% on RLUSD every single month. What's good about that is if you want to park some money on the exchange waiting for a dip to happen or something like that, at least you can earn rewards while you're waiting. Me personally, I am just not a fan of any of the exchanges. Look at what happened when XRP dipped. There was problem after problem, and there's more people onboarding to crypto now. They need to fix these problems with the exchanges going down every time a new all-time high happens or every time a major dip happens. Fix your website. Fix your system because it's not working. Analysts are divided, and again, not your keys, not your crypto. That's another reason I don't store my crypto on the exchanges. Some are concerned now that Bitcoin might actually start plummeting down by March's end. There's a 22% chance of that happening. So here's the way I look at it. Bitcoin is going to have one last push up before it comes crashing down. Is it going to crash down in March? Very well possible that happens. We need to see where this cycle is for Bitcoin once we get to March, because everything seems to be getting prolonged by a few weeks here and there. I honestly thought by now XRP would be skyrocketing in price. People were calling for alt season back in December. People thought January was going to be the month. Now they're saying February is going to be the month. Here's when it's going to happen, when we all least expect it. And I thought this was a great post because it puts things into perspective. This comes from David, XRP line. Bitcoin alert, get out. This should open some eyes tonight. The Lord guided me through tying this graphic to my first Bitcoin white paper. Bitcoin is way over its head, and you all did it to yourselves. Get out now. The math tells the whole truth, not the other talking heads being paid to pump it up. Edward Farina, you have about 11 to 17 minutes. So what he's saying is this. At a gold price of $2,500 per ounce, the total monetary value of U.S. gold reserves is approximately $653.74 billion. What would be a buyout price for Bitcoin using 100% of the U.S. Treasury gold reserve? They would be buying Bitcoins at $31,130.48 per Bitcoin. So $31,138 per Bitcoin. Here's what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin. They're not going to be buying any more Bitcoin. I think whatever the U.S. government is holding right now, they're just not going to sell it. But a lot of people are trying to predict what the buyout price would be on Bitcoin now. I saw other people saying it's going to be $500,000. Other people are saying it's too low. It's going to be $1.5 million. I think it's honestly all hype and bullshit. The US government is not going to do a buyout on Bitcoin. It's almost like the US government buying up your XRP. I said there's never going to be a buyback, and there never needs to be, because as the price of XRP goes up, you're going to be having sellers at all different price points. They could just continue to buy it off the exchanges as people are selling it. Only 1% of the XRP holders are going to get generational wealth because they were strong enough to hold at different price points, getting to a much higher price. And I always told people, it's not how much XRP you're holding, it's how long you're willing to hold it. Take a listen to Archax talking about tokenization.
What other products do you see Archax kind of being interested in or getting involved with in the future?
In our analysis of global financial markets, we think the opportunity is $1.7 quadrillion. So it's $1,700 trillion. If you add up everything, it's a massive opportunity. And all of that can be tokenized, and all of it will be tokenized because it's a more efficient way to handle financial instruments. It's a more efficient way to run financial markets. It just makes so much sense for a myriad of reasons. So it's coming.
So think about that, $1.7 quadrillion coming to these multiple ISO utility-driven networks like Hedera, Stellar, XRP Ledger. I think Archax is going to be tokenizing assets on multiple networks is what I'm saying. But it's a $1.7 quadrillion opportunity. And a lot of that is going to end up on the XRP ledger as well. And XRP is going to be moving those tokenized assets. So when people tell you XRP cannot get to 4 and 5 digits, think again. It is going to happen. Banks may limit exposure without clear anti-money laundering rules in place. So some banks might be reluctant to get into crypto because of the anti-money laundering. They're going to want some sort of regulations in place. And that's why new regulations are still coming. And once we have regulations in place, that will give a lot of these banks the clear path forward that they're looking for. But a lot of banks are so eager, they're going to jump on board with or without those regulations. We already see some banks hiring for crypto roles now. I talked about that in a video yesterday. If they're hiring for crypto roles, they're ready to go all in on crypto. Some banks may lag behind, and I think they might end up being left behind because they're willing to wait it out. Whoever gets in first is always going to have the upper hand, is what I'm saying. Winners and losers. This comes from Digital G. Losers, last ones remaining in the current Ponzi scheme called fiat currencies. Winners, early adopters of digital assets that will run the rails of the new financial system. XRP, XLM, XDC. This account aims to create as many winners as possible. That's why I started this channel. I want all of you to be winners. I want to get rich with every single one of you. That's what I always intended to do from the day I started this channel. And you see, comparing currency, crypto will always be better than fiat. But some cryptocurrencies can fix fiat problems. Fiat, physical, issued by government, centralized, monitored by government, unlimited supply, restricted by borders. Crypto, digital, generated by computers, decentralized, no one can control it, limited supply, and unseizable. But when you're moving fiat, utilizing crypto, that's a game changer. That changes everything because now it strengthens that fiat currency. I also think we're going to a gold-backed dollar, gold-backed currency all around the world. And that's going to even push for anybody who gets in first is going to win. Whatever country goes to a gold-backed system first is gonna end up winning. That's why China's rushing to do it now. The US is starting to pick up pace on that now with Trump in the White House. I'm expecting him to announce a gold-backed currency, most likely in digital form, over the next 6 months. I think it can happen that fast. Explore our article on Ripple's US bank integration and its impact on finance. When it comes to XRP, the banks are going to go all in on XRP because of transaction speed, especially in cross-border payments, on-demand liquidity, plus the clarity around XRP. It's not a security today, and it's not going to be a security in the future. Plus, it's cost efficient. It cuts down on the transaction fees inside of cross-border payments. But they still go on to cite the legal battle with the SEC. Hopefully that comes to an end sometime this month, because next month is Fed Now. I'm expecting an announcement to come from the SEC that they're dropping the case against Ripple. Or maybe they come out and announce that the settlement is complete and we all move forward. Hawk Tuah girl has been arrested and charged with securities fraud, wire fraud, and espionage over her cryptocurrency rug pull scheme. Prosecutors say investors lost millions. She faces serious federal charges and is currently in custody. What is the difference between what she did and what these celebrities did? Even what the president did by launching a meme coin. You know, these celebrities, they all had rug pulls. Nothing happened to them. Why her? Plus, look at how quick she jumped on board pushing Bitcoin. Something bigger is going on in the background with Hawk Tuah girl. I'm waiting to see where this goes from here. It's actually happening. America just admitted defeat to BRICS. This is the end of the empire. Take a listen to this, and I'm going to give you my thoughts.
Today, Brazil, in our hemisphere, largest country in the Western Hemisphere south of us, cut a trade deal with China. They're going to, from now on, do trade in their own currencies, get right around the dollar. They're creating a secondary economy in the world, totally independent of the United States. We won't have to talk about sanctions in 5 years because there'll be so many countries transacting in currencies other than the dollar that we won't have the ability to sanction.
I think sanctions are over. Honestly, I think the United States and the BRICS are working together to push the new financial system. It takes a war. And right now, we are in a currency war, we're in a tech war, and we're in a trade war. And what this is going to do is it's going to push technology very fast. It's going to streamline everything that we've ever talked about. Things that should have taken a decade are now going to happen over the course of a year. And it's all going to come together perfectly in the end. But the days of sanctions, I think they're over. Because once we go into that new financial system running on blockchain, there's not going to be a need for sanctions. Because everything's going to be fully transparent, tracked and traced. And then we're going to have the rise of AI as well. Right now, we're already in a war over AI. That's going to gain mass adoption very quick now because of that. Everything that we're seeing is leading up to a new financial system, digital trade, everything happening all at one time. Fourth and fifth industrial revolution coming together in real time. People don't see it yet, but crypto is robot money, an entirely new industry. The $10 trillion revolution, why humanoid robots will redefine society. AI is going to run on a crypto economy. You're invested not only in AI, but the economy that crypto or that AI is going to run on by investing in crypto. And this, like I said, it's going to give a lot of people generational wealth. They're just not seeing it yet. This is going to be so big. It's hard to even put into words how big this actually is. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You either take this opportunity now and your children, your grandchildren, their children's children will never have to work again. That's how big this actually is. And because you invested into crypto early, and you are still early, XRP at $3 is dirt cheap in my opinion. All these ISO cryptocurrencies right now are dirt cheap. They're all well-rounded. They're all built for the new financial system, and they all can give you financial freedom. You just cannot sell too soon. The institutions didn't even get here yet. And for the first time in history, you beat them to something like this. This is why they try to shake you out. They want to get you out. You gotta stay in or so that you can become part of the new 1%. And it is absolutely coming. But until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.